Game 1, profit-making space versus the Phantom Vengeance.
5 seconds remain.
Now, I predicted easy 2-0 for Kyrix in this game,
Radiant team ban.
but I'm ready to be pleasantly surprised by the power
Team ban.
of Luchs. First ban, Drow Ranger? What? Are these Krugrin bans in the first phase? What is happening? Alright, I'm also going to speed up the draft a little bit for the sake of my own sanity.
Radiant team ban. Dire team ban.
Magnus gets banned. Very powerful offlaner. Bloodseeker. I don't know what these bans are from Kyrix, honestly. But
Radiant team ban.
if they work, they work. Dazzle. Dazzle bans. That hero's annoying.
Dire team ban.
Grimstroke. There, that's a more conventional ban. And the Lich ban. Beastmaster's in the pool. Kyrix should just first pick Beastmaster here. Easy peasy. Game equals 1. Okay, Tusk. Also a good first pick, but I mean, come on, Beastmaster.
Ten seconds remain. 5 seconds remain.
What's
Dire
it
team.
gonna be? Ogre Magi? Alright.
Radiant team.
I feel like Ogre's kind of a weak hero at this point, but yeah, he's still Ogre. He can do Ogre things sometimes. Slardar, it's a spooky hero. Bash people. Elaine is very good.
10 seconds remain.
If you're against some melee core.
5
So,
seconds remain.
Kyrix just doesn't have to pick any melee heroes. GG easy.
Radiant team.
Oh, Tidehunter. It's Lotus Tidehunter, I assume. Playing the easiest hero in the game because he's bad. But you know, to each their own. Personally, I'd like to play a more high skill hero because I'm not trash.
10 seconds remain. Radiant team ban.
PA gets banned. PA pickers, yuck. Spectre ban. I feel like these are Krugran targeted bans. Except for the Grimstroke.
10 seconds remain.
I don't know why you banned Bloodseeker.
5 seconds remain.
I think that hero's trash. The new Rupture.
Dire team.
Anti-mage. Yeah, this just looks like banning Krug.
Ten seconds remain. 5 seconds remain. Dire team.
OD. Alright, there you go. That's a good ban. OD. Very annoying hero. Hate playing against him.
10 seconds remain. 5 seconds remain. Radiant team.
Witch Doctor. I think that's pretty good. It's solid against Tidehunter because he can't just purge it off. And it's a way to get a lot of damage onto him. Wait, he can't purge
10
it, right?
seconds remain.
Feel like it's
5 seconds remain.
yeah, it's definitely not dispellable, so. Yeah, you Maledict's the Tidehunter, he takes a ton of damage. Good against Tusk too, in lane. Solid.
Dire
Lion. It's just a good position 5. He has some tanky boys to sit in front of him. I like that pick. More disable. He's got the finger. He just sit behind his Tide and his Tusk. His Hex and all that.
5
Good
seconds
hero, good hero,
remain.
for sure. Also probably a comfort hero for it's Julian playing.
Captain's mode.
So I don't know. Jug? Alright, there's their safe lane. Jug, always a safe pick.
10 seconds remain.
Can usually do
5
something
seconds
in a
remain.
game, not be completely destroyed. But, you know, still just a Juggernaut.
Dial.
Ooh, TB, that's what I like to see. I think that's pretty good here. Dire right now have a lot of physical damage. TB is very good against physical damage. He has like
10 seconds
40 armor.
remaining. Team banned.
Ridiculous hero. Clinks gets banned. Clinks. Clinks is alright here. Not particularly good against this team, I think, but I guess I could see it happening.
10 seconds remain.
Yeah, the TB pick,
5
very good
seconds
here.
remain.
Reduce a lot of their damage. Pretty good against Juggernaut, because you only slash him and just kind of doesn't care, because he has like 60 armor. Very good.
Radiant team, pick.
I need a mid. Just need a mid that can delay the game a little bit for TB, someone who can make some space. Don't want like a Dusa, huge farming mid.
10
Just want someone
seconds
who can
remain.
run around the map making space.
5
Maybe like a
seconds
Pugna
remain.
or something. I think that could be cool here, but maybe a little bit rough. They have a bit of disable magic damage.
Dial team.
Ember Spirit. It's a little bit greedy, but I think they can get away with it.
Seconds remain. 5 seconds remain.
Dire right now doesn't have very much reliable lockdown. Like, they have the Ogre Magi. If he doesn't multicast, Ember just zips away. They have the Slardar. He only has a 1-second stun in the bash, so Ember Spirit can probably zip away. Witch Doctor Cask is really easy to dodge. I like it.
Sharpen your blade. Captain's mode. Dust off
Huskar.
your tones
Is that the crew
of
cure actually?
captain's
It is.
knowledge.
Huskar. They still have issues with catching the Ember Spirit, I think, but it probably won't be that bad. Like, they should still be able to do a little bit. Huskar's pretty alright against this team, I think, actually. Yeah, it's good against TB because the Burning Spears go do a ton of damage to him, even though he has armor. He does kind of die if TB is meted and is just hitting him, because that hero has low armor. I think he can beat Ember in lane really easily. Ember's really weak in lane. I'm gonna speed this up because this is just strategy time. Alright. Oh, a pause right off the bat. Get me out, dude. Let's actually just skip the pause.
Proceed with your pointless
Alright,
contest of
so
cruelty.
on Luch's team, we got the white Joel Birch in the safe lane, playing that Juggernaut. We got Luchs, the captain himself, on the Witch Doctor. Krugerand is mid on this Huskar. Bottom lane, Begal on the Slardar. Alakai on Ogre on Radiant's team. Here we got Rock on the Terrorblade. Classic Rock hero. Julian, a one true PMA player, playing the Lion. He's going to keep his team sane. Got Ember Spirit in the mid lane, being played by Mr. Feeder. And we got Lotus on the Melon, Kyrix on the Tusk, and they're pausing again.
That was still
Alright, my ears.
Down into oblivion, unaffected by the outcome
Help.
of this futile battle. 30 seconds to battle.
That make a big mess.
Move this up a little bit here. Alright, cool.
That make a big mess.
So I think mid lane should be pretty one-sided in favor of Huskar. I don't think Ember can really do much in this lane. He's just gonna get burning speared to death pretty much anytime he tries to do anything at all.
The battle begins.
I think TB actually does pretty well against Slardar, because Slardar is all physical damage, and TB, like I said, has really high armor. Like, he has 11 armor already. Pretty ridiculous. So, should do alright. The Ignite might hurt a little bit. Right? Magic damage is the one way you can, like, absolutely destroy TB in lane. That's why Phoenix is so good. I love playing Phoenix into TB because it just gets absolutely destroyed by Fire Spirits. I think if Krug plays too passive in this lane, then Ember just gets way more farm than he should. But we'll see. Oh, tag team. Countered by the spin. There's a coconut, but it's bouncing on the creeps. Never lucky. Kyrix takes a bit of damage, but so does Joel. Alright. Meta is popped for those early last hits. And some harass damage. Al's getting hurt here. There's a double stun from the Lion. He's getting hit by the TB. Not quite going to be enough to take him down, but he is in turn getting ignited. Taking a ton of damage. Has popped his salve. TB doesn't have a salve, but he's also a Terrorblight, so Tango's basically restore your entire HP pool. Julian is sucking Big L off. Oh, there's a spin top. The tag team is popped, but Joel is spinning. He's not going to be able to take that extra damage. Joel gets gushed, slowing him. The gush build. It's happening. The no points in Kraken shell build. Very powerful.
Denied.
Ember strength now rekindled.
Alright, this is the second time I've seen Jug laning into a Tusk, and both times now, the Jug just like spins, right? He uses his spin. It has a 42-second cooldown, right? And then the Tusk, here with his 15-second cooldown tag team, does not take advantage of the fact that he can no longer spin, right? He can't spin, you snowball your tag team, he dies, right? He's dead. Because he can't spin anymore, because it has a 40-second cooldown. You just need to be way more aggro, I think. There's a little bit of a pull going on, but they got messed up by Malachi. Actual's taking a lot of damage here. Ignite is on him. Not going to be enough damage to kill him. There's a coconut on the Kyrix. He gets into Snowball. Nice dodge. There, they're going onto the Witch Doctor. Attack team is popped. He's taking a lot of damage, but Kyrix, he's running away. He doesn't want to fight this. Can Lotus take down the Witch Doctor? I mean, it's a yes. Kyrix sees him. Pop tag team. He doesn't even need it. There you go. First blood.
First the blood. Now who wants to be second?
Oh, there's a Hex. Oh, meta is popped. Doing some damage. They're fighting. Big Al's coming in. He's like, boom, you're bashed. He stuns. 1 second stun. Well, Rock has to be careful here. He is taking a lot of damage. He only gets a nice stun off on a Malachite, but Rock is taking a ton of damage. He gets stunned. There's a bash soon. Oh, he doesn't even need it. Malachite does go down, but that's a good trade for Dire. Lotus does kill Juggernaut in the top lane. I assume was to the tag team combo. Kurgan is doing pretty well in this mid lane, but I'd say this is going pretty well. Oh, I missed it. Oh, that was counter pull.
A tool to teach.
Good old tag team onto the counter pull. Easy kills. Oh, Ember Spirit's taking a lot of damage mid. He might just go down to these Burning Spears. Not quite able to bottle it off. Very nice. Krug. There you go, man. That's the way to do it. Oh, a little bit of a support fight bottom for the runes. Julian gets off a nice Hex and a nice stun. Gonna be able to secure both of these bounty runes. Top lane, Tidehunter's gonna get both bounty runes. So that's 4 runes for Radiant. Yeah, there you go. Gotta click on it, Lotus. You know, the big shiny thing? I know it's hard to see in that mask, but well, Julian's sucking off the Malachi here. There is a stun, the reflection. He's taking a bit of damage. No one's dying though. I want to see blood. More aggression, please. Oh. Oh, Big Al's getting sucked off. Doesn't have enough mana to stun anymore. Top lane here, Lotus is keeping up in terms of farm here with Joe Birch. Doing a pretty good job. Oh, Big Owl is diving here. Not gonna actually get anything. Didn't go deep enough. Need to go deeper. Oh, there's a snowball onto the Joel Birch. Spin is popped. He's going to avoid the stun. There's a counter coconut. Once again, bouncing onto the creeps. Never lucky. Bottom lane, they're going onto Rock. There's a nice Hex from Julian. Doesn't have the stun available. Meta is popped, though. Big Al is now in trouble. The double stun from Julian. What a god, actually. Rock is going to, however, go down to the burn from Malachi. But, got a little bit more than they should have there. Due to the massive energy of Julian. What a pro player. Had nothing to do with Rock, it was all Julian.
Face it, you're a loser.
Oh, a D word. Very powerful. Grant is level 8 here, and oh, that's rough. Level 5 Ember Spirit. Well, bottom lane, Julian's getting dived. Oh yeah, there's the bash. He's dead. Oh, but Kyrix is coming. He's snowballing on a Big Al. The tag team is popped on. Very nice stun hitting both heroes, but the stun is only 1 second. Is he fast enough to run? Go faster, Big Al. Run. Oh, another stun. He's out of there. Little slippery fish.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So Ember Spirit has 35 last hits to Krug's 41, but Ember has mostly been jungling, so those last hits aren't as much money as Krug's lane last hits. We're gonna net worth, I think, yeah, that'll show, right? Get her all the way down there. Bottom lane just casually missed a kill, 4-man gank, whatever, dude, I don't care. Lotus is just 1v1ing Birch now. He's a Tide. Kyrix is now in the middle lane. He's just soaking XP. Because Ember can't lane here against the Huskar. Kyrix is just going to sit here, get the XP. Maneuver. They're going on a Rock here. Big Al gets a stun off the bash, is out. Rock is in meta. There's a nice Hex from Julian, though. Rock might just be able to run away from this one. Pretty close there. Very low. Like I said, this Ignite is doing a lot of damage. The Fire Blast and the Ignite both, they hurt a lot on Terrorblade, who's very squishy but has 19 armor. Krug has the triple bracer technology. Very nice. Oh, Ember Spirit's bottom. Looks like he wants to get a kill here on Malachi. Should be a close one. Oh, there's a stun onto Big Al. They're just going to turn on Big Al the finger.
In vigilance.
Death to all betrayers.
Julian, you god. Such an alpha male. Lotus is currently the highest on his team's net worth. He's just a Tide. Walks up to lane, anchor smashes, gets all the CS. Pretty easy. Oh. Joel Birch and Kruger right now are doing a pretty good job in their lanes. And Krug had, you know, that matchup is basically impossible for Ember Spirit to win. Ember into Huskar, I mean, there's just nothing you can do. But, top lane Lotus has been doing a pretty good job. Kyrix as well. Bottom lane, there's a dive going on here. Miguel is real deep. Quelling bleeds the tree down. He's going to be able to run out the backside. Stuns Kyrix. Should just be able to slitherine away from this. Yeah, he's good.
Radiant's middle tower thunders with blows from their enemy.
There is a smoke onto the Dire Hero's bottom. I don't know why. But
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire miscalculated, and now their top tower is under their middle tower.
Alright, Kurgan secures the mid tower. He's just been hitting creeps, hitting towers this whole time. He is going top now. He might be looking for a kill here on Lotus. Oh, the jump. Lotus pops the Ravage. Is he fast enough? He's running. Go, Lotus, run. You're just a poor little melon. You might just be able to get out of this one. He is now man fighting Lotus. Oh, but Feeder is there. Feeder gets the shackle. Krug is a big scary boy. Julian with the stun? Not quite. Bottom lane Big Al did die, but is that just a meta kill? Yeah, it's a meta kill. Oh, but Rock is in trouble. He's actually just gonna die to this Ignite right here. Yikes. That's a yikes for me.
Radiant's top tower is threatened by fiends.
Alright, Dire's now pressuring the Radiant top tower. There's a root onto Juggernaut, but he spins it off.
The demon star.
They are gonna back off here. Joel is going for the Yasha. He's gonna have that here in a second. Kruger's almost got his armlet. Rock is now just jungling because he's a Terrorblade, and that's what you do. Very intriguing gameplay, Terrorblade. Just watch him farm.
Foes threaten Dire's middle tower. Dire's structures are fortified.
Brigand's now in the bottom lane. He's smoked up. They're looking for a kill here. Probably gonna try and find this Terrorblade. He's right there.
Radiant structures are impervious
a
to
little bit
damage.
of trouble here, maybe.
Dire's
Nah, he's
top
under his
tower
D2.
is
Krugan
ravaged
wants it
by the
though.
enemy.
You can see it in his eye. His cold dead eyes.
Dire's top tower is under siege.
Didn't quite get the kill there. Good effort though.
Dire's top
Rock
tower
just
has
was
been
in the right
razed
place
to
at
the
the right
ground.
time.
Bounty.
Ember's having a really rough game. He's rushing Boots of Travels, which I think that's questionable considering how bad his lane was. I think you need like a Maelstrom or something. But you know, whatever. What do I know? I don't play Ember Spirit. Tide is TPing in bottom here. Radiant want to fight this. There's a snowball onto the Witch Doctor. He is hexed. He's just going to get punched down. Big Al, he got the 2-man stun. The Ravish is available. There it goes. Oh, they're in trouble now. Ogre's getting low, and so is Big Al. Ogre's just going to die here on the left side. And finger onto Big Al. Julian now has 2 whole finger stacks. Very nice rotation there from the Radiant. Taking that fight.
Radiant has foolishly exposed their
They're rotating
tower
top
to
now.
attack.
They don't want Joel to take this tower. They do have... Joel does have the healing ward. There's a snowball onto him. They need to kill this healing ward though, or else they're never going to get this guy.
Dire's bottom
He's just gonna
tower
spin
is
right
ravaged
there.
by
That's
the
fine.
enemy.
I think Julian just misclicked on the healing ward. Alright, he got it that time. Oh, there's a jump from Krugant. He's in onto Julian. Julian does go down.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Bottom lane, Big Al's man fighting Lotus unsuccessfully. Feeder is coming in. Not gonna go for that kill. I don't think it's happening. Dire is rotating. Well, Lotus gets jumped on by Krugrand. He looks pretty in trouble here. The Omni Slash.
Dire's bottom tower
He
is the
did.
target of clearly superior forces. Radiant seethes with the madness that only the carnage of
Rock
war can bring.
should be able to secure this middle tower here. This mid T1. Take it
Dire's
down.
middle
No
tower has
problem.
fallen to the enemy. Radiant structures are impervious.
Well,
to
bottom
damage.
Jewel is now
Radiant's
pushing
bottom
their
tower
tier
is
1.
under attack.
Kyrix is rotating in. Doesn't want to lose this tower. Don't know if they can stop Joel. Tried for the deny there, but not even close. Oh, but now Big Al's in really deep. Julian gets the Hex and the stun. But there's just not enough damage between those two heroes to kill a Slardar. Alright. Juggernaut and Huskar are both topping their net worth right now. Not too far behind, though, are the 3 cores of Radiant. Big Al didn't do very well in the off lane here. A little bit rough, I think. Maybe it's just, like, mechanically he's worse. Malachi's super deep here. Assume he was going for a ward, but he just gets taken down. A little bit of a missed ice shard there, that's fine. Oh, Lotus gets jumped on by the Huskar. Don't look like they want to commit to anything. Feeder is now chasing. There's a nice shackle onto the Slardar. There's the Snowball tag team. Oh, a 2-man Maledict, but Slardar is taking a lot of damage here. He does die. There's a very nice Hex onto Huskar from Julian, but I don't think they had the damage to kill him just yet. They're all just going to leave. Again, good rotations from the Radiant. Getting some nice pickoffs. Radiant did scan this rune over here, seeing if it was
Foes threaten
safe to
Dire's
go or
bottom
not.
tower.
It was not safe. Big L and Malachi are smoked here. Gonna maybe find Julian. Gets the Fire Blast, the 2x multicast. Big L Slithering crushes. Julian is dead.
Now you dwell in the deep.
Dire has 5 heroes in the bottom lane right now. They're gonna try and pressure this T2. They should be able to if they have all 5 here. Their team fight isn't great, but their 2 cores are pretty beefy right now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under fiendish assault.
Radiant looks like they're just gonna try and trade here. They don't want to fight. They're like, eh, whatever. We don't have Ravage. Just like, just take their T2. Huskar's steeping top though. Oh, Dire's just gonna stop this push. Alright, the creeps are gonna get that bottom tier too. Don't think Dire is fast enough to get anything here. Radiant's just gonna run away. Rock is pushing the mid tower here. Dire just needs to rotate back mid and stop him from taking that. Yeah, the bottom T2 did.
Tower is ravaged by the enemy.
Double damage.
Right in the mid lane, Kruger's thirsty. He's thirsty for Lotus. Is he gonna get the jump off? He jumps onto Lotus. He's in a little bit deep though. He gets hexed by Julian. The stun is out. He gets snowballed. Lotus with the Ravage hitting on 3. Kruger's a little bit of trouble. He gets fingered, but a very nice armlet toggle. Manages to push away the Ember Spirit. There's a juggle. It's out onto Rock. Rock is in a little bit of trouble here. He's taking a lot of damage. He goes down, not able to get the Sunder off. Kruger just barely survives. Very nice armlet toggles there. That was a really good fight from Dire. They're gonna be able to get this T2 now. Maybe even go high ground. They have the Vlads. They did it. They bought the Vlad's item. Does Dire have a Vlad's item? Or Radiant have a Vlad's item? Oh no, Radiant doesn't have a Vlad's item. Oh, they do actually. Alright, my bad. Sorry, Lotus. Love you, baby. Yeah, they're gonna push their high grounds here. They should be able to get a lot of damage, if not take this T3. I don't think they can stay for more.
Radiant's middle tower thunders with blows from
There is a Hex onto the Slardar and another stun from Julian, but don't really have any damage. The Searing Chains and the Suck, but not quite enough. I mean, they want him, but I don't think they can get him. Krugen's back. He's on full HP. It's gonna tell him back off, my fishy. Radiant's not gonna get anything. They did smoke. Try and pick off some stragglers, maybe. But Feeder is going Battle Fury. Dire is taking Roshan right now. Oh, Julian with a blink into the Hex, into the stun, onto the Witch Doctor. Lotus blinks in deep. He gets a nice Anchor Smash off. He's not quite going to be able to take him down. The backlines though, Luchs actually manages to kill. Oh, Tusk is in deep though. He gets spun on. He gets stunned. Rock has to run. Should be able to finish this Rosh now. Huskar needs to be in the pit. Huskar, please go to the pit. Begging you. Excellent. They could be done with this Rosh by now. Ember Spirit does have the boost of travel, so he's just split pushing bottom. Rock is just split pushing top. They know they can't stop the Rosh at this point. Krugen picks up the Aegis. He has the Halberd. He's a pretty spooky boy. Joel Birch has the Maelstrom and the Manta Style. He's going to be doing a lot of damage in these team fights now. It's looking good for Dire right now. Just need to group up again, take another good fight. They have the Aegis. Maybe they can catch out one of the cores from Radiant in the game. The veterans are available. Bottom. Lotus did manage to snipe the 2 top veterans. Pretty cool. But these 2 are still here. Someone want these bounty rich? Someone take them. Lotus, I know you're hungry. You like clicking on shiny things. You're a gold digger. Look at those bounty runes. Slardar, you're right there. Please, someone. Yikes. Alright, Slardar is not with his team right now, which is a little bit of an issue, because he's the one with the Vlads. He needs to be there. No Vlads equals lost team fight, honestly.
Radiant structures are fortified.
These guys have a Vlads in the team fight. They're gonna win. Dire's pressuring this T2 here. They should be able to take it down. They do have the big ults available. Joel is spinning. He wants this tower. He's gonna take down the tower with the spin. He gets immediately hexed. A Ravage out on Lotus. They do manage to finger the Juggernaut down. But Krug is in and he is mad. He's like, you kill my Juggernaut, I kill you. Right, but Rock is TP'd in. He pops the meta. Krug's in a little bit of trouble. He gets stunned. He's just getting right click down. There's a wand. Oh, a little bit of a failed armlet toggle there. He does have the Aegis. Can they save him? He gets punched into the air. He's taking a lot of damage from Rock right now. There's a 3-man Maledict, but... Oh, the Glimmer! Oh, no, that's the wrong one, Krug. He gets hexed by Julian. Doesn't have the damage or the HP. Rock is dead. Alright. Julian did die to the Maledict, I think, but with a Death Ward. What did Julian die to, man? How did you die there, Julian? Actually trash. Fighting without your Slardar. That's, you know, he has the Vlads. Come on. Like, this is the only way you win team fights anymore in this game. Right? Radiant, they had the Vlads at the team fight. They won the team fight. Dire didn't have the Vlads at the team fight. They lost the team fight. Come on. Easy math. Kyrix gets hit by a coconut. Maledict hits him right before he snowballs. There's a blink stun from Big Isle. He just gets destroyed. Kyrix, the typical feeder, getting carried by his team. Happens every season. Are gonna take this bottom shrine. Do have the Vlads with them this time. Might be able to win the team fight. Rock is getting a little bit fat here, though. After that team fight, he has the Manta, he has the BKB somewhere. Where's the BKB? Oh, he still needs the recipe, that's why. Alright, never mind. Yeah, he's getting a little bit big. We might have some issues. Dire still does have a window of time where they can kind of just end the game. Krug is alone on the high ground right now. What are you doing, Krug?
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Alright, that's one of my biggest pet peeves. When we're taking objectives, like, I don't know, this, and then we can push. But one of your players just TP's back to defend a tower that doesn't matter. Big pet peeve. Now you can't push, right? Because you could have maybe, you know, hit this shrine, then like pushed mid with your creep wave, got some stuff there, but you have to wait like another 2 minutes to fight. Because your Slardar TP'd away to defend a dead tower. Oh, Krug doing illusion bait. Okay, or not. They're all grouped again. They're gonna get some bounties here. Kyrix is in the bottom lane. He's gonna secure those bounties. Dire looks like they're going to be grouping up here, going to try and take this top tower and barrack. Don't really want to be overcommittal here, because they're a little bit spooked. But just gonna keep this lane shift. They are now TPing back instead of pushing. Get me out. Why not just push while the Terrorblade isn't there? You don't need to defend a T1 tower. Oh, it's dead anyway. What is he defending? Yikes, man. Now, Radiant's just gonna take this team fight because there's no Juggernaut. Huskar gets immediately exploded. This is a throw. Why did Jug go bottom? There's a root onto the Ogre Magi. They have vision. They're gonna see him. He's just gonna die. Ravage onto the Witch Doctor. He dies. Yep. Makai also gonna die. Oh, it's such a throw, actually. Why did you TP back? You don't care, right? T2s, right? I don't care, right? I lose this T2, I get a Rax, alright? That's a good trade, right? That's what they call a good trade deal, right? You get a barracks, you get those big old creeps. They're big and spooky, they're gonna push your lane, right? Oh no, you lost a T2. Who actually cares, dude? Just a T2.
Dire's bottom tower is ravaged by the enemy.
Get me out. That's a throw. And I mean, Dire like are in a really rough spot now. They've, you know, they had a window of time to push this high ground and be successful, and now their window's like gone, right? Jug has a lot of farm, but you know, Rock, Feeder, and Lotus are all right beneath him, above Krugerrand, and they are just gonna win all the fights they take now because their team fight is better, right? Alright, they're smoking into the Rosh pit. Rosh isn't even up. See the TB illusion. They're going into the jungle. They might be able to find Kyrix or Rock here. They see Rock. Huskar jumps onto Rock. Rock appears to be AFK. That is Rock dead. I assume he was microing illusions there and didn't see the gank coming. Alright, tips are out. Look, you don't get to tip him, alright? Because you TP'd back to defend this D2. Alright, they are going to be able to push here. Rock has buyback. I mean, he's up in 30 seconds anyway, but might be able to get a Rax. They do not have Ravage. They also don't have any Remnant charges. Interesting. Oh, Big Al blinks up the backline. So he gets onto Julian here. Julian just barely lives by hexing. Blinks away. Krugen jumps onto Lotus. There is a buyback from Rock. Look at that spooky noise his Arcana made. They're leaving now. Why? Alright. They forced 2 buybacks and now they're out of there. I mean, they're all full HP. They probably could have kept going there. This one isn't as like throwy though, right? They're just kind of playing it safe. The Rosh is up. Are they going to go for the Roshan? The Radiant team is right here, right? Like, they can stop this Roshan if they so desire. Oh, Big Al jumps onto Lotus here. Look at this, is taking a bit of damage. There's a snowball from Kyrix, but well, the Ravage comes out. Hits 3 heroes, but Lotus is still in trouble. There's not a lot of damage here. Rock is in the backlines. He pops meta. The BKB is out. He sunders Feeder, I think. He's doing a lot of damage. There's a finger onto the Witch Doctor. Not quite enough damage to take him down. The TB does die. Julian is dead. The Ember Spirit is dead. It's all Ogre.
Radiant's carnage is unceasing.
Yeah, there you go. Kyrix blocks with the Ice Shards, but Big Al is too fast. Look at that bash damage. What a hero. There's 2 buybacks. Dire don't have any creeps right now. Radiant does have the back door. catch the Ember Spirit a little bit here, but there's a very nice stun from Julian, saving Feeder. Oh, they're just going T4s. They want to end this game. I also want them to end this game.
Radiant's middle barracks are swarmed by their enemies.
That was a really nice fight from Dire and a really messy fight from Radiant there that decided the game. It's just like Radiant had heroes all over the place. There was like a hero here, a hero here, and a hero here. Whereas like Dire was all nice and grouped up right here. And they just picked them off one by one. Managed to win the game. Oh man. I mean, they could have done that like 15 minutes earlier though, I think. Right? Instead of being back twice when they were trying to push high ground. But still pretty well played from Dire there. It felt more like a throw from Radiant rather than a win from Dire, but I mean, they took advantage, so can't get too mad.